The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that emotional shocks and dramatic surprises await the characters in the universe of this hit TV series. Each relationship, each decision of the characters is woven by the complex threads of fate, leading them into unexpected turns, thereby creating a plot full of twists and turns. It seems that the fate of the Shin couple is on the brink of insurmountable obstacles. After having fought through countless challenges and overcome all the obstacles that life has thrown at them, they are now facing a new barrier from unforeseen internal factors. According to rumors, Luna, with her role in the sophisticated plots and unexpected turns, is said to be the last straw that defeats the remaining efforts to unite these two people. Luna's actions not only shake the faith, but also raise a series of questions. Is there still hope for Shin's relationship after this shock? Or is this the moment when all efforts to mend have become too late, pushing them into a period of irreparable loss? Amidst the complex conflicts and tangled relationships, Finn always stands out with his kind heart and boundless devotion to his family. Although his life has gone through many storms, Finn has never turned his back on his lost daughter, whom he once missed, but has always been an indispensable part of his soul. Finn's journey now is not simply a struggle with outside troublemakers, but also an internal battle to redeem the past, rebuild lost trust, and prove that no matter how much pain hinders, father-daughter love always wins. Finn's every decision is a testament to his kindness and perseverance, showing that in this turbulent world, family values always stand firm despite the storm. Not only is Finn and Steffi's love story challenging, the show also reveals that the entire cast is facing complicated emotional changes. According to reliable sources, Hope, who has experienced many ups and downs in her relationship, is likely to enter a new chapter in her life soon. Although Finn and Steffi's troubles seem to be attracting all the attention, signs from Hope's life suggest that she may be finding a new relationship. While old wounds are still there, the possibility of Hope being single and finding true love in the near future adds to the suspense and opens up unexpected possibilities for the relationships on the show. It is impossible not to mention the character Daphne, who is described as a dog with a bone in its mouth, who is always hungry for affection and determined to assert herself in a competitive world. Rumors say that this week Daphne will show her charm when trying to attract the attention of Carter, a man who is known for his cold but also surprising demeanor. The combination of Daphne's boldness and sensitivity with Carter's mysterious and strong character promises to create a new storm of emotions that will stir up a lot of controversy and suspense in the hearts of the audience. Will Daphne's charm be enough to move Carter's heart? Or will this encounter lead to a new, passionate but equally troubled relationship? Ironically, in the context of the complex intertwined plot, it is likely that both Finn and Hope will have to celebrate Valentine's Day alone. Despite being a special occasion for love, the current events have made the space around them cold and empty. This loneliness is not only a reminder of the losses and painful memories of the past, but also a driving force for each of them to seek new happiness by any means. When the people around them have found support, Finn and Hope's loneliness becomes more prominent, raising questions about their future. Will they ever find the joy they lost in life? For months, Finn has been deliberately avoiding Hope, his best friend with whom he shared so many sweet memories. The consequences of the relationship being ruined by Steffi have made Finn wonder if life has separated him from his wife. Will he still have the courage to continue to stick with his old best friend? This conflict becomes even more evident when Finn, in the role of a soulful doctor, needs someone to confide in, to share his heartache and find himself again. Meanwhile, Hope, who is also suffering from a lot of sadness, needs a shoulder to lean on, someone who can share her feelings with her. The stars seem to be arranging a fateful meeting between these two people, promising to bring touching moments and unexpected twists in the story. Amidst the many events, an important decision awaits Finn. As his marriage becomes increasingly strained and shows signs of falling apart, a big question arises. Will Finn turn back to Hope, his best friend who has been his rock, and seek comfort in the arms of a sympathetic person? Or will Finn finally decide to close the old chapter, leaving the town full of painful memories to build a new family with Poppy where the past is no longer a burden? Each of Finn's choices contains pieces of sadness, hope, and rebirth. This decision not only affects his life, but also spreads its impact to the entire community in the town, making every audience stop to reflect on the meaning of love, loss, and the ability to accept new beginnings. In the overall picture of the bold and the beautiful, the emotional pieces seem to always change, interspersed between pain and happiness, between loss and hope. Each character from Finn, Hope to Daphne, is facing a fateful crossroads that requires them to choose between past and future, between attachment and freedom. And no matter where the story takes them, one thing is for sure, the upcoming shocks and twists will make the audience unable to take their eyes off, waiting for the next minute of this captivating TV series. In a dramatic plot twist, Carter is left struggling with deep guilt after a heated conversation with Brooke about stealing Forrester creations from Ridge, Steffi, and Eric. This risky move not only leaves Carter besieged, but also sets off a series of complex and unexpected events that force him to confront the consequences of his poor decisions. Soon after his conversation with Brooke, Carter is unable to forget the accusations and guilt that cloud his mind. He is haunted by rumors that taking Forrester creations was not only an unethical act, but also a betrayal of the trust of loved ones like Ridge, Steffi, and Eric. Carter's mounting guilt is unsettling, and every passing second seems to be a reminder that the past is always there, demanding redemption. The rise of his conscience makes him rethink everything and realize that, in order to live with himself, he needs to find a way out of the mistakes of the past. Unwilling to live forever haunted by guilt, Carter decides to come up with a risky idea. He will tell Hope that he is having a hard time, and from there suggests that they both apologize for what they did. This is not just a simple apology, but also an attempt to mend the broken relationship, to return everything to the state it was before the plan to steal the company happened. Carter believes that if he can apologize to Ridge and Steffi, maybe he will have a chance to ease the nightmares of the past and regain some of his lost self-respect. However, the turning point comes right from Carter's proposal. When Hope listens to him, the question, "You want me to apologize to Ridge and Steffi?" rings out with disbelief and skepticism. Hope, who had trusted and attached herself to Carter, could not immediately accept this contradictory apology. Her surprise came not only from having to apologize to people she had once considered allies, but also from her inability to understand how Carter could think that everything could be fixed with an apology. Carter's words seemed to stir up mixed emotions, mixed with guilt and suspicion about his true motives. Carter did not shy away from explaining in detail that he felt they had gone too far. According to him, the plan to take over the company had made their relationship more complicated and messy than ever. He insisted that they needed to put things back on track as a way to clean up the sins they had sown in the past. Carter's persuasiveness is somewhat puzzling as he believes that his actions and hopes, despite causing great damage, can still be redeemed if he knows how to face the past honestly. What makes the situation even more complicated is the influence of Daphne and the secret love that Carter is hiding. Daphne's presence not only creates psychological pressure, but also makes Carter rethink all his decisions. It can be said that, under the influence of this forbidden love, Carter's thinking has been distorted, causing him to not only ignore the consequences of his actions, but also try to blame others. It is this internal conflict that makes the plan to steal the company even dirtier when he seeks to mend the relationship just to suppress the nightmare of his conscience. As the truth gradually comes to light, Hope will be shocked to discover that Carter, the person she trusted, was the one who initiated the plan to steal the company. Carter's betrayal is even more intense when he not only refuses to admit his mistake, but also tries to blame Hope, claiming himself as the victim in this tragic story. Feeling deceived, deeply hurt, and lost trust has caused Hope to face a fierce anger. Will she have enough strength to forgive, or will she decide to seek Daphne as a way to get revenge, to demand justice for herself and for those who have suffered? With Carter's risky and contradictory steps, the future of his relationship with Hope is on the brink of collapse. The conflicts, betrayals, and anger not only threaten to destroy existing relationships, but also open a new chapter full of surprises for the film. Can Carter find a way to redeem his mistakes, or will he soon be caught up in the vortex of punishment? Will Hope, with her strong and resilient nature, be able to overcome her anger and regain her faith, or will she choose the path of revenge, even contacting Daphne to confront her directly? The newly revealed details not only raise many questions, but also open a door for the upcoming dramatic developments in The Bold and the Beautiful. Carter, with his guilt and wrong decisions, now has to face the consequences of his own actions. Hope, besides the pain of betrayal, is at a decisive crossroads between forgiveness and revenge. The intersection of love, loyalty, and power conspiracies promises to bring the audience moments of tension, suspense, and the inability to take their eyes off the screen.